Tubers. 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 How you doing, tubers? Hey, tubers. I figured I'd make another video describing what I like about my RCs and what some RCs I see on YouTube, what I don't like about them. Of course I'm gonna attack the Big Rock again. I do love armor. My MT80 has a ARM Italian motor in it. I think they make great BLX electronics. Just not crazy about some of their plastic, keyword plastic cars. I'm not really crazy about some of their plastic cars. I mean, you can go to Walmart and get a plastic car. Let me tell you, you can't go to Walmart and watch how good this body stays on there. Earth magnets, baby. Ugh. And they really help you get the body on. They really guide it on. But besides that, this is what you can't get at Walmart. Look at all the aluminum. Now, that came with aluminum shocks, aluminum chassis. I've added the control arms, the aluminum gearbox in the back. This is actually a DHK Zombie wing mount turned upside down to use as like a wheelie skid plate sort of deal. It just keeps me from... It attaches to the shock tower brace and attaches down here to the diff case. It's a brace. It strengthens it all up. Makes it all stronger. Because I'm rough on my RCs. I've got wheel extensions on here. These are made for an 8mm axle. And the Maximus has 6mm axles. So I had to order a steel tube, bore out the inside of the diameter of the tube to make it fit my axles. So I made my own sort of shims, drill holes for the pins. This side, I had trouble with the pins coming out. And see over here, I got little rubber O-rings on here. Oh, sorry. Little rubber O-rings on there holding the pins in. Well, this side I had trouble with them coming out, so I just wrapped some, that's electric tape I wrapped on there. Sorry about the horrible camera work. And this C-hub, you see this mount up here? This is replaced. This is an upgrade, because these come in plastic. I upgraded that to aluminum. This front tower brace, I've added that. Just so I don't bend my front shock tower. It is quite possible to bend that. I did some nasty backflips with this thing. The motor is the original motor from my MT80. It's 2500 kV. So it's higher kV than what came with this. This came with a 2040 kV motor. And this actually has a bigger can, larger diameter. So it's a true 8-scale motor. And what this came with was a 10-scale motor. And it went fine with the stock motor, don't get me wrong. But when you have a bigger motor that you can put in it, and you get nothing better to do, and you like to modify RCs, like I love to modify RCs. I find it a blast. So why not? So you can see I made the original mount work with these two little pieces of metal to connect the original halves. And just had to bend them so they fit around the bigger can. You can see it fits really well now. I slowly worked and worked and worked it. Yeah, buddy. This is the motor mount that the DHK Zombie and Maximus comes with. I'm pretty sure the Zombie comes with the same motor mount. You see I've trimmed this one and I was trying to get it to work on this motor. Then I ended up changing my mind on the idea of how I made it work, and I just ended up using the stock tabs, which I cut these stock tabs off. So this is the original one, and I had ordered another one and modified that to fit. So you can see, this is what holds down the motor. Screws on the bottom, 2 screws on each side, holding this on. You can see I've cut this part off. I was just going to put a clamp around it, but that wasn't working out so great. So this idea ended up working way better. You see they come with mounts for a cooling fan, which I suggest if you have an RC, you should have a cooling fan on there. Unless you have it geared for all torque and don't have a problem with heating, I would suggest you put a cooling fan on there. And at least it'll expand the life of your engine. It'll make it last longer because the temperatures will stay cooler. It's a good thing to have. I've had fun modifying my DHK Zombie. Like my buddy Japan RC Adventures says, he spent a lot of money upgrading his Maximus. He could have bought an X-Max with all the money he spent on it. But it's the fun of it, you know? It's the fun of modding your own RC, making it your own. There's no Maximus out there like mine. And there's no Maximus out there like Japan RC's Maximus. They're all different. I know a lot of YouTubers that watch my channel, some of you may have DHK Zombie, DHK Maximus or other DHK cars. And they're all different. Each one makes their own. So there's only one like it in the world. Everyone does what they like. I've actually taken the speed controller back out of this and put it back into the shredder. Because, of course, you know I made that plow truck out of it. When the blade drops, the wheels just spin. It goes okay until it hits some rough surface and it just stops it. So I'm wondering if I should shorten that plow attachment to maybe up here and cut all this off. Make it shorter. I believe that will help it. And I also made this piece. I was hoping this would end up being like a guide as the plow went down. This would ride along the ground and help from keeping the blade from catching every little thing. You know, plows do have like feet on the back of them. And I left this like this. I figured I could modify some little feet on here to guide the plow, which I still may do. It's a work in progress, you know. Slow work in progress. I haven't worked on it in a week. It looks funny with those little tires on there. So I might try to get some studs, and I'm not sure what I'm going to use for studs, but I want to get some studs and mount them in these original tires because one of these rims is broken. I super glued it back together. It's actually this one. I picked the right one. What do you know? Turn some lights on here. You can see it's been super glued in there. Super glue and then baking soda. Baking soda makes super glue react and makes it really strong. So I mean it's holding up, but for high speed runs or anything, these tires ain't gonna be any good for that anymore because the rim broke. Right? Threw the balance off. Not to mention the stock tires aren't so great. I got the gear ratio down as much as I can. This is a direct drive car. It doesn't have a gearbox to reduce the gears. The motor spins the diff, and the diff is right in line with the drivetrain. There's no gear reduction whatsoever. Unlike the MT80 or BE6S, they have a gear reduction gearbox that reduces the gear ratio. Excuse me, I got hiccups coming here. Burping. Hot burn. Oh boy. Well, let's finish this video, shall we? So, and then let me just say, I love aluminum on my cars. I know we're not all rich. I'm far from rich. I'm making this video because I'm not working right now and not making any money, but I got free time, so why not put up a video, right? So this is my video. This is what I'm putting up. If I had more money, I'd buy a bunch of more aluminum parts just because they're pretty looking. I will say, the aluminum control arms, they take away the flex. So when you hit a jump, instead of it wish-washing as it takes off after you hit a jump, it just lands and digs right in and takes straight off. Because there's no flex back here. Or very little. There's only this little bit of plastic here to flex. So there's very little flex back here. When you land this off a jump, it just digs in and goes. So I would say there is an improvement over aluminum control arms versus plastic. Not that I'm saying that you should all, go buy aluminum control arms, because my T-Max, which is over there, which is my only Traxxas vehicle I have, has RPM control arms front and back. And of course, everyone knows RPM makes plastic control arms. They make the best plastic control arms, guaranteed not to break. I'm pretty rough on my T-Max. And it's a nitro car. It's my only nitro. I love it. It's loud, though. It drives my neighbors nuts. But I love it still. It's the only Traxxas vehicle I have. I'm going to end this video here. and just say that no matter what kind of RC you have, I love all RCs and I love all RC enthusiasts. I hope you all break into your RCs, and if they're broken, fix them, and if they're not broken, use them if you can. We just got a foot of wet, sticky snow again over the night. Oh, not a foot, maybe 8 inches. And it's really heavy, wet stuff. So, that's the life in the mountains for you. I need to get myself a remote control snowmobile or something, huh? That's ideas for the future. When I have money. If I could put tracks on the Maximus, I would. But I haven't figured out a way of making tracks yet. But you all stay confident but humble. And you stay out of trouble, huh? Peace. Tubers! Tubers! How you doing, tubers?